Welcome back to another video. My name's Max, this is John Kleis Car Audio, and today I'm sat in a Hyundai I10. Let's spin the camera around and I'll show you what we're working with. This car came in with a faulty factory sat-nav head unit, which is an extremely common problem on these. I think Hyundai, by the way, want about 4 to 5 grand to fix it. We have supplied and fitted for a lot cheaper than that a new KENWOOD DMX8021DABS, so that this customer has spent less money but got more features. Now this lovely 7-inch touchscreen gives us wireless CarPlay. As we can see, it's connected to my phone, which is down there. Wireless Android Auto, the ability to add a reverse camera, or we can retain them if you already have one. And we keep things like the factory steering wheel controls working, so customers can turn the volume up and down. Don't want any copyright strikes, or skip the songs. As you can see, that is just skipping through on the head unit. And I can also answer the phone, hang up the phone, although that button doesn't work anymore. You could just shout "Hey Siri" for voice activation, or press the button on here, which is this one here. So anyway, back to this. This is an Apple CarPlay wireless solution where you can get all your Apple Maps, Google Maps, Waze. You might have already seen Apple CarPlay, which is why you're watching this video, but it just makes for a much nicer way of using your phone, sat nav. You can dial in off the screen, check your voicemails. Messages are easily checked by just clicking onto them. You can go into your now playing to see what's showing on the screen. If I was to click on this message, it would read it out to me and I could reply back using my voice. As I'm in mid YouTube video, I'm not going to be replying. Clicking that Kenwood takes you back to the Kenwood home screen, which is what this screen is. Apple CarPlay back to CarPlay. And if you use your calendar, which I don't, you'd have everything saved in there. But you can get DAB radio apps, again, multiple navigation apps like Google Maps, Waze. TomTom Go is another great one. A lot of people use Spotify for their music. I personally use Tidal. Amazon Music Ultra HD also works, but a much nicer way of using your music while driving, or your playlists, tracks and stuff like that on the screen. So you got plenty of things to play with. Stereo buttons along the bottom. You got a volume control. Attenuation is like a mute button. Home to take you back to this, Kenwood home screen. Menu to access some of the menus. And then this will sort of toggle between radio and Apple CarPlay. Camera button if you had a camera, which we don't in this case. DAB on this is just retained, so we retain the factory DAB antenna. DAB looks a little bit like this. Go into DAB tuner. You got presets down the side there, up to 15 presets. Slide this over to check what you've saved in. Select it like so. Want to find a new station? To do that, simply press this magnifying glass. All your channels are in here, alphabetical order. Say you find the one you want. It will start playing, and then to save it, it's real nice and easy. Pick an empty one, or save over one you don't want, and hold it down for a few seconds. Just like so. We actually modified a factory USB port to house our new USB port, which is a USB-C connector just down there. So, that's pretty much it from this video. My name's Max, this is John Kleis Car Audio, where Apple CarPlay and Android Auto is just something I deal with every single day. If you want to get this upgrade in your vehicle, or just fix the broken factory unit, is often the reason why a lot of people come in here, including these customers. Get in touch with us via the links in our bio, email, WhatsApp, whatever you may choose. Thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you in the next video.